I don't want to be IO against an Ursa, frankly, but he does have good base movement speed. It's not necessarily the worst, and Tusk has save potential with both Shards and Snowball, so Soxa should be able to stabilize IO in the laning stage.
I don't want to be an IO against an Ursa, and I don't want to be an IO against a Silencer who's just plinking away at me the entire time.
Yeah, but you're going to plink him back. And the other nice thing is he's going to tether Tusk. They're going to do tag team to get this bonus right click, and then they're going to overcharge. So both of them have like 50 extra attack speed. So the tag team damage is actually going to be pretty significant, I expect.
I think you also want to be careful not to get overly aggressive against an Ursa as well, but perhaps if the Silencer is out of place.
You never know, it's possible there. All right, so making their way across the map. Let's see if they get anything weird done here.
Keep it PMA, keep it
Other than
BSJ.
pausing, of course. Pausing a little weird.
So what do you think? Are we over under 20 minutes for this one? Actually, let's say 30, right? Are we over under 30 minutes for this one? Because the last one was incredibly fast, like we said.
This one's going to be over 30 minutes, I think. Neither lineup is like ready. Well, okay, the one lineup that could like death push, there's a little potential on EG because of the Lycan, but OG is more likely. They've got IO, they've got tower hitters, that kind of. They've got lots of heals. Those lineups usually will function well for mega pushing. So I could definitely see. It could happen, but I think it's much less likely than the previous game. Unless somebody like blows the other out of the laning stage, pretty much. Should be a bit of a longer one. Both teams going to be semi-content to go hit creeps. So,
everyone was very, very excited, of course, for this matchup. So we'd love to see a very hype match, and perhaps one slight. Now that we've said this, of course, we're going to have like a 90-something minute game.
We prayed too hard for a longer game.
Prayed too hard, and they gave it to us. Be careful what you wish for. No, it's going to be good. It's going to be good stuff. Seb already starting that BM like he likes to do, being sassy, dropping sprays, dropping all of that. And you can hear our lovely crowd cheering softly in our ears right now.
It's a big match. Kind of a cool itemization for Fly right away. Rush the Buckler. Instant Buckler. 3 armor for himself, 2 for his allies. Going to help the laning stage. Sumail going to be Jingu'd up here by Crit with the Orb of Venom. And now maybe No Tail taking a bunch of damage on the retreat. But it's 1 more hit.
He's a tree.
2 more hits. 3 more.
Turn to start punching right back at Crit here. No Tail doesn't seem to care at this point as Crit bouncing, pogoing away.
All right, the moment they back is when he turns and slaps him 1 time on the booty.
Slow again. Look at No Tail. It's like, come back here, Crit. All right, fine.
Okay, no
fine.
booty slap.
No booty slap. Sorry, Purge. None of that.
It's getting too excited.
All right, everybody is headed off to their respective lanes.
Thompson's going to have a bit of a damage disadvantage in the mid lane. He's already gotten 1 creep to 9, but he's about 9 behind. Gyro's damage classically very low compared to a lot of other carries. He's going to have to do stuff like this, use Rocket Barrage to help him get a last hit. But he's getting some of them. He's doing fine.
Pretty quiet just off the bat here. Seb just tethered up to one of the creeps. Going to
keep that creep living.
That distance. Keep the distance too. Crit top lane, putting a lot of just harass out, but immediately getting dished back. I love these lanes. I love because they're like so aggressive. They're just slapping each other back and forth.
I love lane fights till somebody dies. It's the best. Arteezy taking quite a bit of damage so far from all those attacks from IO. So far, Fly trying to stabilize him a bit. I think this is why he went for the Buckler, actually. It's because they're a little bit concerned about the tag team damage. Because they are going to attack really fast with Overpower. If he's giving Arteezy more armor, it's kind of similar in the Headdress vein, is that he's just going to help stabilize him. He's got 10% more HP from any regen he gets, basically, and also from any damage he takes. So it's just going to help keep him alive and stabilized in the lane, because Silencer can't really stop them from hitting him. He doesn't have a stun. In some ways, they're slightly countered in this matchup due to that. But if EG does get some space, gets a pick off here, they can definitely get a kill. They're fighting bottom.
They are indeed, but again, it's very difficult to get overly aggressive against something like an Ursa because he's very, very powerful during the laning phase. He's going to start getting those stacks up as well, so...
Yeah, and he went for really early Overpower here. Most Ursas don't do this. They go Earthshock instead because it allows them to secure last hits, but with Overpower being only 30 mana, it kind of guarantees that not only can he get some of these last hits that he slaps a couple times, he spends less time getting ready to last hit it. And in these very small skirmishes, like these 1 second, half-second trades, he's doing much better for damage output. Because normally you just beat anybody with Ursa, right? You hit him enough, but you don't want to fight for 5 seconds against tag team. It's just way too dangerous. So this build adjustment is really cool. I like it from Arteezy.
despite all the slapping that we've had back and forth, still a fairly quiet game. I think we didn't see the first blood until about, what, 3 minutes in or so?
Yeah.
So I'm sure that it's on the way.
Arteezy in a little bit of trouble bottom. Gets tag team sharded in. Sox is going to have to run away now. So they both lose regen, but naturally that's going to be way better for Soxa with the IO pairing. Arteezy loses basically a Salve worth, and they're out of regen here. They're running some more out, though. Salve, a Mask of... Morbid Mask, sorry, coming for Arteezy, and that's going to make a big difference here. Despite all this fighting, he's still gotten great last hits. And now when he fights people in these big trades, he's going to get 15% of that back.
How worried are you if you're OG right now because of the fact that Arteezy is just, despite having this threat, still just farming very, very nicely. And he is going to become a big problem.
It's fine. Like, they're still going even in the lane. I wouldn't necessarily say big problem yet. Like, Ursa's obviously a strong hero, but
he comes online faster is the one thing that I'm going to be concerned.
He definitely can, for sure. But they've got some saves. They've got relocate. They've got heals. They're going to have tree armor probably. Maybe not right now, though. No-Tail actually went for 2 points of Leech Seed in this lane, which makes a lot of sense. Great for a trading ability, because it's going to heal both him and Void. And it's going to make trading with Monkey King feel so much easier.
Fairly quiet in this middle lane, seeing that Thompson's just backed off. He's going to try to do a little bit of farming off to the side. No-Tail needs to be a little bit careful here. Harass just a tiny bit, but
he seems fine. Like, he's got mangoes in the case, ready to do more Leech Seeds if he needs. Crit isn't going to get this like really nice abuse that Monkey King normally does with Jingu Mastery and Boundless Strikes, so that's all going fine.
Bottom lane, Fly! It's going to end up being the first blood, but Sax to follow, and Arteezy just doesn't want to bother with Seb. He's just going to continue to hit these creeps.
Okay, so they went the other way. Every other fight they were pressuring Arteezy, now going on Silencer instead. Top
lane, 2 crit. Oh, there's a bash, and he's trying to negate some of this. Finds Boundless. Crit's going to live.
Gets away. Low chance of time lock catching him there, but hey, either way, good pressure. And frankly, if Seb lives for these fights and gets the kills, he's going to feel good about it anyways. And First Blood was on the OG side, so they get a little bit more gold from that engagement. And he's approaching Holy Lock, and only about 500 to trading with Arteezy again. Lost half HP.
Oh, the shards!
Soxa so ready for that perfect placement there, right in front of him when he leaps away. And this dual lane is so scary. With Orb of Venom as well, like, his ability to just keep you out of position is strong. He can't fight it.
I have to say, Soxa, every time that I watch this guy, I always feel like he's got something where I'm just like, wow, he's such a good player.
He is. He's always been really, really solid. A little bit next level, very high MMR.
Shards again, Seb tethering up here. They put out the spirits over onto Arteezy. Snowball coming in. Are they going to go for this dive? Looks like they're going to try to. It is a little far, that's for sure. Sox is going to take some tower damage. Seb, though, nearby has that tether. We'll just heal him right back up again.
Tower hit set him a bit even in that trade, but either way, Arteezy just got back to the lane and he already loses 2/3 of his HP. Dodges the shard, so Salve keeps going at least. But things are looking okay for OG down here. The amount of pressure they're putting on Arteezy is getting him behind in last hits now. 25 versus 29 of Seb. And the Holy Lock gets done at 6 minutes. Holy crap.
Is that a new record, do you think?
I feel like it's got to be. He's got first blood plus a second kill. That's really quick.
On an IO, too.
If it's IO3, it's definitely possible, but, man, very quick. So now they just have this, like, insane wand advantage. And the charges come back every 10 seconds. So it's just getting way more wand charges than them, and the heal is going to be insane.
Crit top lane. Nature Scrap and the Leech Seed, but you're going to follow up because Abed makes his way to the top lane, sees Sumail, and that living armor. Not going to do anything here as he also throws out. They still high five, no hard feelings, but Abed will get himself a double kill.
Great rotation there, very successful. It's the one lane they can definitely pressure. Entry's able to slow this down, but Ember being able to dive all the way on Void makes it too strong. Getting a double kill for Abed is going to accelerate him a lot.
Fly, he is trapped in the shards. He's trapped with Soxa and Seb, and it's yet another kill for the offlane IO.
Great. QNet mech, level 6 almost for IO now. And it just gets better. Every level, they get another tag team, boom, more damage. It's gone Spirits as well, so he can farm as well as damage in these exact moments, but we'll see where RTZ goes. He's still sticking in the lane, and it's better for his teammates to take the damage than him typically, but he's going to go Treads here, not phase, wants as much attack speed as possible, and this could mean that he's going to spend a lot of time jungling versus laning because the lane is so hard. Treads is just an incredible jungling skill on average, huge DPS compared to phase. And there's a relocate top.
There is a relocate top. Ice is not looking so lively, as he will get taken out by Saksa, and you can see Crit just bounces away, says, oh dear, I don't want anything to do with this. And they're just going to go right back down to where they were.
That is so powerful, in my opinion. The fact that you can do that, like normally it's like you're bringing your carry somewhere. This is the off lane in the 4 who love to be active anyways, and then they just go on this Lycan who's supposed to be tanky and annoying to kill, and he just shredded like paper. Couldn't even tell the guy had armor.
Well, Wolves need no armor, but...
Definitely does this game against level 3 tag team.
Definitely does. I think I'm worried a little bit when I look at RTZ. You know, he is sticking in the lane, but I feel like even if he were to leave, right, even if he were to try to go in jungle, they would just continuously hunt him.
They certainly can go follow him in jungle. So it's definitely Saksa, something Saksa is going to want to do, or most likely do, because he's got outs with Snowball and Shards. So yeah, if he does go jungle, they can pressure him. But with that said, a little safer together maybe.
Just continuously bouncing. Abed also with rotation and fly. This is going to be a dead no-tail. Very nice moves moving around here, coming out here from EG. Definitely needed to start putting the pressure. But while they're doing that, Topson will put some pressure on the middle tower. He will just teleport away, go back up top with the rest of the team. The call down, followed by the snowball over onto Ice with the tether. Ice, he's very, very fast. They need to find a way to contain this wolf, and they do have the missile. It's going to take a while. It doesn't quite manage to outrun it. And there it is, the very satisfying thunk right at the end.
Yeah, I just thought it was going to stun him, but he's maxed out Homie Missile, maxed out Rocket Barrage, maxed out Homie Missile. Didn't care about the flat cannon like we talked about because he wasn't in lane against the Lycan. He's just all about casting spells.
He's got to be very careful. Crits here, Abed's here, Flies here, and pretty soon Smeal's not going to be here. See a silence, one more hit, and down he goes.
Abed absolutely the one holding the game together for EG because he's getting these great rotations after OG punishes so effectively, and he's got 4 of his team's kills so far. Gets the bottle refilled as well. It's going to keep on the map longer. He's got Maelstrom. And Sumail is just dying a little bit here, unfortunately. But the rotations are very effective. And Sumail, the lowest net worth core. But hey, the rest of the map, things are going well for OG. And even if Sumail's a rough game, they've got another carry, baby. Gyro's going to transition.
Another high 5 in the mid lane. That rocket going right for the head.
And a little bit of a weirder item on Topson, but Drum. It's an AoE movement speed item. It gives you HP and more mana pool, but most importantly, these charges are so effective. And movement speed is great on Gyro. He does so much damage with his spells that just positioning better is really advantageous, and he's looking for a kill.
Oh, he's definitely looking. Finds himself that Centaur. He's got his eyes on some bigger prizes, though. The call down. They've got their vision on Fly. Seb will be able to finish him off. And now RTZ, though, joining into the fight. Those flax charges, the Ice, running away. Nice boundless, though, over on the back line. Followed up with the overgrowth. In comes the Ember Spirit. Ice will fall. RTZ looking to get as much damage as he can. Can they get it? Oh, no, it's the nice Chronosphere coming out from Sumail. They'll be able to hold him right into place. Get the kill on RTZ.
He's alive.
And he's still alive. Crit, though, over on the back lines. Running for his life. They'll get the root over onto Tops, and he's somehow still alive. And they're chasing after Abed. They want this kill. Fly jumping in. He's probably just going to die for this, though. They turn right back around again. Get a nice high 5 off. And eventually, Fly is going to get hit with that missile. It's not even the missile necessary.
Oh, the fact that Topson was able to live during that fight was huge. Drum, I'm sure, made a big difference, but Ursa runs in. He pops his ulti, but Tree drops the Nature's Grass, so he lost the majority of that just trying to get into the fight. And Gyro target acquisitioning well, hits the back lines. You casted like 4 rocket barrages there. These things do like 600 magic damage per use. That's a finger of death dealt to heroes.
Yeah, we can see the replay over here. The way it opens up, you can see that they're focusing over on Fly. They want to get rid of the silencer. In comes RTZ, and it's starting to look really good, right? He's starting to get some of these stacks of no tail. Right in this position, though, waiting so he can get that overgrowth off over onto Ice, and everyone else. So Ice. Gonna get chipped down. Abed coming in, trying to just find his angle. And look at this, Topson right over here on the side.
So good.
Still manages, though, to stay alive thanks to this IO, thanks to the living armor.
What an engagement. They did that so well. Get the chase going. Silencer feels the need to TP to save his friend, and he ends up dying as well. And 2K gold advantage now for OG. EG still in it, certainly, but the fights have been going a little bit rough there, certainly in OG's favor.
What exactly is going wrong in these fights for EG?
I mean, the main thing for EG was just that it was good that they moved up there, but Silencer died right away, basically got no effective spells off.
Teasy. Shards.
Oh, relocate as
Going
well.
for the reload, they do the global silence. They do find the kill on Thompson.
Oh, wow. Big kill.
That's a nice find. Walrus punch over onto Arteezy. Seems like he's not quite ready to go into this battle, wants to continue to farm.
And I see him TP in mid, so maybe they can make a move with this, knowing that he can't show up. They could go invade top potentially right now, would be not bad, but they did lose relocate. They lost Thompson. Thompson, who it wouldn't be Thompson without the gyro diffusal blade, guys. So he's going for it. Drum into diffusal blade. Pretty weird, but it's good against a lot of their heroes. They're all like draining Ursa's mana, massive, right? No more overpowers. You can't Earth Shock around the fight. He doesn't have a huge mana pool. Lycan, kind of similar things. No more wolves. Against Ember Spirit, also very good. Don't let him jump around in Remnants too often if you do get a disable off. So that item can certainly be effective here. And it's something that's going to allow him to do more mid-game impact than something like, I'm going to slowly build Aghanim Scepter just to do more right-click. The utility that's going to provide is going to be really effective.
All the pings here. They do manage to knock down the tree, so we'll buy some more time. Just continue to taunt one another.
This build is cool on No-Tail as well. Maxing out Leech Seed. More AoE heal, which if it hits the person that's dying, they're going to be saved. And if it also hits Io, it's like a freaking mech.
It's so good.
It's literally better than a mech in terms of healing output if he Leech Seeds the guy that's killing his gyro. It's a really smart pivot here for No-Tail in his build.
Feels like they're trying to bait Saksa. Got the Walrus Punch, he's got the living armor, and this is looking like Fly needs to get out of there much faster. Rolls right past him. They'll get the kill on Silencer. And Crit's just hoping they're not going to look too closely to these trees.
It's good for him to have vision anyways. That way they can spot to see where what they're doing next after this kill. That's why these wolves are here, for example. But as they spread out, get their D wards done. Going to be looking for another fight.
Yep, Diffusal has been delivered now to the gyro.
Get the courier here.
He wants it. Yeah, he's managed to get him.
Maybe
He's going to get two? Chase him.
Hits.
Get him. No. Oh, this little puppy. He's a little too wounded. But they go right into the Roche pit on the side of OG. Get the Diffusal Blade completed now for the Ursa, but no one's going to be able to get here in time. It's just going in way too fast, these TPs.
I was like looking at items and stuff, and then I look at Roche, it's like a sliver of HP left. But they bought the Medallion on Seb as the third item. They have Tag Team for damage. They've got Diffusal, which is a lot of damage. Boom. Easy Roche kill. They're going to get this Courier too. Anything Bottle Monkey? There's a Vid Booster on it, so that's going to delay his Spirit Vessel. He didn't quite have it finished. Not the end of the world, but still a good kill. They backdoor the tier 1. No-Tail's looking a little dead, though.
Yeah, No-Tail's not looking healthy, so we'll find themselves an opening.
I'm surprised he almost ultied there. That definitely would have been a mistake.
Yeah.
There's no getting out of that one. Oh, relocate top.
Relocate coming in hot. They'll find Ice, Ice, Ice. There's going to be the global silence, but you can see Sumail running right on over here. Wants this kill. Io tethering right on in, and it's a dead Lycan.
I mean, that's a great usage for a global silence, is just stopping the relocate every time. Don't let them get those easy setups. In reality, they're just trying to do it a little safer, so global being offset is not a big deal, but it is useful in this match for sure. The power of Silencer. We haven't felt it much, but he's just trying to cover his team, give them advantages. But EG's still farming well.
There's a lot of couriers that just died here.
Oh wow, there really was.
Yeah, EG's just killing every courier. They're very angry at their owners.
That's cool. They're putting wolves in the lane, and then they're putting monkey in the trees. So when they go in the trees to hide the wolf threat, there's a monkey threat waiting for you.
The old bait and switch. Big stack, though, getting taken by OG. The family that farms together stays together.
Good items.
And that's the neutral item pinata effect, where everything just falls out from that one stacked camp.
Grove Bow, Brigand's Blade, Sumail catching up in net worth pretty well, sitting at 7.5. Not too surprising. Ursa usually farms decently well with this common Diffusal build. Not as good as the old Battle Fairy days, but it's just too greedy. So Sumail's also been able to catch up despite the slightly rough laning stage due to all the odd bed rotations. But top net worth, it's Thompson, but just at about 10k. Glyph gets popped, but they're not leaving. They're definitely going to take this one as well.
Nice efficiency, too. They end up digging up one of the bounty runes. They'll be able to bottle it and then just heal up as well. What do you think, dear? Are we going to see a base crack in 20 minutes?
It was kind of looking like it right there, but they want to defend their tier 1
Going
if
back,
they can.
Soxa, first one to show up. He's going to try to push them off. Get rooted into place. Arteezy wants his kill. Should be, oh no, they've got the snowball. He's going to be able to just roll right back on over, and Sumail's ready with the Chronosphere. Starts whacking away over on this Ember Spear. Does he have enough damage? Oh, with the bashes! He does! Seb joining up there. Now the follow-up, Thompson finds Fly. We'll get a kill there. And No Tail with that overgrowth. They've got the reload. No Tail most likely going to die. Although maybe he's not. He's actually still alive. Arteezy is the one who's going to get tables turned on him.
Crap.
Wolves, though, chewing all on this wood. You know, they like a big stick, but doesn't matter. Seb being the Wambulance, coming in hot and keeping No Tail alive.
Dude, OG just making the plays. They're doing moves that seem kind of dangerous at the start. Like Soxa runs into 4 heroes, and I'm like, all right, I haven't seen a team do this all tournament. Like, be careful, you know, be aggressive by yourself. But it bought them time. It bought them a circumstance with the defensive snowball. He knew his limits. EG gets a little overbaited. Then Sumail does a solo Chronosphere. I'm like, surely this isn't good. Like, where's the damage fall up? There's nothing. But he got just enough damage in there to kill the Ember. And then from there, it was just dominoes falling, man. They set it up so well with these aggressive moves, and EG half commits and loses a little bit more advantage.
OG looking like their TI form. Abed. Got 2 things going. Crit looking in the back line. They want to get rid of Seb. They realize that he's very, very important. There's the silence. They should be able to finally take him out. Thompson putting out some more damage over onto Fly. Has to be careful. There's plenty of EG heroes in this area. Of course, he does have the Aegis, though. He's feeling very, very powerful. Look at the damage he's just outputting. Fly barely able to stand here. One more hit, he's going to get taken down. Soxa on the back lines. Gets taken out by Arteezy. The follow-up now, Thompson. This Aegis is going to get popped, my friend. As the rest of EG wait patiently for him to come right back up, and they will give him a big old bear hug, and he's not going to be able to teleport out in time.
Was a good try, but the Ursa's damage is too high here. And without the IO, Gyro got some effective damage in, but I can't help but think he was just being a little bit too resource careful. He could have used Diffusal Blade to keep the Silencer slightly more to the right, but he went for the dive, and it took a little bit too long to kill Silencer there, as a result losing Aegis. So there are moments where your aggressiveness is going to hurt you, that's for sure. And that was one of them for OG, losing legitimately like 2 to 3K from those deaths right at the end.
A lot of these back and forth fights. We've got around a 1K net worth lead going to the side of OG. They've just been scrapping, I feel like, nonstop. I have not seen them chill and just go farm really at all, other than Arteezy occasionally hitting a camp.
Or Sumail. Sumail hit a lot of creeps the first like 15 minutes after the laning stage. He just needed to catch up a little bit. He's almost got to BKB now, so he'll be all right, but Fly may be in trouble.
Fly again. Soxa and Seb making their way over. Walrus punch with the tag team. That is a kill for Soxa.
Pickoffs. Plate mail on IO as well. It's going to help cover him against the Ursa with the Dragon Scale as well. More regen, more armor. He just wants to be able to survive because he knows he's the most vulnerable guy. But he's in a good place. The fact that he feels comfortable buying armor and not just like Ghost Scepter, don't let you hit me at all, means that he's feeling okay about his net worth. And it's going to overall make it harder for Ursa to get kills on him as the game continues. Because he's got armor right now. After this Lotus Orb, I bet he buys a heart or something like that just to really amp up his HP. And that's when Ursa's going to feel like a wet noodle for the first like 10 hits.
Smoke play coming out from OG. They know that Abed is nearby. Sumail. Smoke will pop. He's going to go forward. No, it's already zipped away. Sox on the hunt. But there's no one else really home down in this area. We do have, of course, the Wild Bear. Thompson popping the BKB, turns right back around. It's just going to walk outside of the Monkey King ultimate. Wolves should be able to deny the Invis rune.
Pretty well done. Trading Monkey support ulti for Gyro BKB is great, but the global silence being lost is a little bit rough. It did save Crit's life, though. Rocket Barrages would have guaranteed that.
Thompson gets hit with the Boundless. Arteezy coming in hot here. No Tail waiting patiently.
That diffusal
and go back in if necessary. They'll get that hit off. But these Wolves are crunching away over at Thompson. They're going to have to push him out. In comes Seb, though, followed with the overgrowth. They've got the snowball. Can they control Abed? It's looking pretty darn good. But he's got the Yules. Do they have it? Can they get it? Yes.
Diffusal pays off. He did not have enough money to throw the Remnant right away, so he's forced to Sleight of Fist. It wasn't enough time. to get him out. So great punish there. It looked pretty iffy for Thompson there. Another really crucial move was when Ursa jumped forward to go on him. Thompson used Diffusal Blade, so he couldn't gap close that last like 200, 300 units, and thus wasn't hitting Thompson. If he was on top of him, Arteezy would have been super happy to continue the fight, but he realized that slow, it was not a good time to pop Ursa ulti. He tries to disengage, he pops it anyways, and then Abed eventually gets collapsed on by the rest of OG covering Thompson.
So I know that we have the BKB picked up on Arteezy now, which I think is exceptionally needed when you consider what's being thrown at them. But I still feel like they're being very efficient and able to kite him.
They are. BKB is going to help a lot because it's going to allow him to save and rage until he really needs it, like pre-Chronosphere or to lower status resistance on some big stun, you know? So it's absolutely going to help. He needs it. Otherwise, there's just too much disable. That's going to mess with him. Overgrowth, for example, he can't necessarily, like he wants to save, he could BKB, Overgrowth comes out, then he enrages afterwards. You need both, basically.
They have vision over on Abed. They do have to go through this backdoor protection. The creep's not quite there just yet. No tail. Looking to teleport away. No, he's going to stay here. No root void into place, but look at this heal coming out from Seb.
The mech and the other items, survivability of these guys is huge. Just taking turns, tethering everybody.
Push them away.
Dude. Well, this is 4 minutes later than last game, but they're going to play this one safer. Look at the top
They
push.
back off. They do smoke play, though. They're going to go for the reload. Silence over. Ice already in that wolf form.
Nicely done.
Saksa is going to back off. He's going to get chased down by the zoo if he's not careful. But while this is going on, they still have it. Oh, nice Boundless, though, coming out from crit. Slows them down. Arteezy joining into the fight. Thompson a little bit slow. Throw down that Nature's Grasp if they try to follow. But look at the Seb is just constantly keeping them at just at least 90% health or more, it seems.
They end up defending the tower. It looked a little hairy. The global did save Ice for sure. Tusk was able to catch up. It very possibly would have been a kill, but they hold him off. But the Black Dragon heads back towards the top lane, so
no crit. Landing 3. Has a little time up in the air here for Thompson. They just cannot seem to get them to leave. Arteezy realizing, okay, I guess I'll go Roche. He's trying to figure out what on earth he needs to do because OG is knocking and they are coming at you with a battering ram at this point. There is no denying them into your base.
That's gonna be Rax. They just don't feel comfortable fighting into it. It's too difficult. But they get the Aegis, unfortunately a little bit later than they would have liked, but it's a good thing to do for Arteezy, honestly. The fact that he can just solo Roche on his hero, perfect for this game circumstance. He would have loved to do it last game, for example. He's like, we're not fighting this, so I might as well get some good objective. And getting Aegis is a good thing. Starts the timer, gets the next one up faster. Lycan's finished Ags now. It's okay for them to lose a Rax at this point. In fact, they are ahead in net worth. So this might look a little reminiscent of last game. It's not the same situation at all. EG's done a great job keeping their net worth on all of their heroes. Those early Abed rotations stopped it from getting out of control, but this one, also going to work.
Abed immediately says, absolutely not. But yeah, I would say definitely. They also have, you know, more potential to be able to push out lanes and be very mobile right over on the side of EG. You've got a Lycan that continuously, you know, tapping at the door, and of course you've got Abed on the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, he's much safer to push these side lanes for a while, at least until OG gets some, like, disable item. But I'm not sure if they will. They're very much planning for, like, high ground, forced confrontation things.
Just toying a little bit with Abed. It's Rudolph over on the side. Arteezy, considering, does have the Blink Dagger. Force forward over onto No Tail. Global Silence, not going to be enough to save the tree. Io now, Seb, he's, oh, there it is. There's a Chronosphere coming out from Sumail. Seb going to tether back over to Thompson. Gets the flak off. Not quite enough damage, though, to finish off with that Chronosphere. These dogs are just chomping away over at Seb. He's still quite healthy, though. So they're going to back off, though. The Monkey King ultimate, slowing them down. Saksa trying to fight through. He cannot do it. Got the living armor over on Seb. Not going to be enough to save him as well. EG coming in fierce, but Thompson with the BKB flies, taking so much. So is Arteezy. He is going to pop, as will Fly. He's coming back up again. Abed, though, slicing away over at the side. Will be able to take down Sumail. They'll find another kill over on No Tail. Saksa is not looking good either.
EG's playing this fight so
Snowball
good.
up, Saksa with the Essence Ring. The jump forward, it's a triple kill now for Arteezy. Thompson forced to just immediately teleport away down to the bottom lane.
Incredible fight for EG. They just played the poke game so well there. They move in, They put some pressure on the tree, who's a little out of position. OG's thinking, oh, we got to save this guy. They put some effort into it. And like the moment that Lotus Orb got used on tree to save him from the slow on Ursa, Ursa runs in, Diffusal Blades him, Lotus gets used, then there's Global Silence. So now it's like you can't remove the heal or remove the silence from Io to cover him. There's the clip once again. There's the disable. They're going to stun him. Watch for the Diffusal Blade. That's going to slow him. The Lotus Orb comes out. Instant Global Silence, so they clean up that kill. Now he can't retether, so he's taking damage. They have to Chrono here, but there's not much damage follow-up. And Seb is trying to help Ursa be effective, but they didn't have much catch-up. And again, Seb tethering away. Okay, he's going to be all right here. But a hairy moment here for him. He did relocate briefly to the fountain because they need to get here as soon as possible, but that was just looking for kills, so that'll buy them time for their team to respawn. No Chrono just yet, though. But great fight for EG. 7K gold advantage, cost some ages, but that was about it.
Let me take a look at this Dota Plus win probability. We're looking 59% to 41. It's a big shift here.
Yeah, it's looking good for him. The Lycanthrope Ursa was really terrifying. Again, the max movement speed is hard to deal with for OG. They're playing with a lot of slows. They have some disables, of course, but Ursa has the solutions to those now with the BKB. He's also got the shard as a result of that last one fight, so more enrages for free on this guy.
I think this goes differently if in the last fight, when they landed that Chronosphere, Thompson wasn't sitting in the bottom part of the river.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But
they were a little too spread out. He needed to be there to like DPS from the start, hopefully. But even if he was there, it was probably Ursa that's the guy that's taking the damage. And even if you kill him there, he's still there just to respawn. So I don't know if it would have made that big of a difference. The biggest thing is just that tree died pretty quick.
all the pings going on in the corner. Saksa just walking past RTZ, gives him a little love tap, throws out a couple spells because guess who's on his way? It's Sumail. He's looking to get out as much damage as he can. They'll go for the Chronosphere, ends up, holding Saksa into place. Global Silence comes out, the Abed zipping through. This is not looking good though. They'll get the kill on RTZ. Lots of these slides coming out from Abed now. They're holding him into place. Again, there's going to be a Yules. Seb joining back in. He's going to be able to heal up. So they'll chase after this Ember, but they just can't quite get their hands on him. It's just too difficult. So for Bash, hoping, no, he's not going to be able to get there fast enough. Seb
Really
will
close.
go for a reload.
That was the return of the reload showing up for that fight. Very helpful, but I'm surprised Sumail was able to do enough damage. I don't even know if they used tag team there. It wasn't on cooldown after the Ursa was dead, so it just kind of seemed like Sumail alone, and everybody ran into it, but it was more than enough. And another item being picked up soon for RTZ. His death is going to slow it down a bit, but wants to get the Scotty, and Scotty's going to be really good against Io. He's a ranged hero that loves healing. It's the perfect item against him. It's going to be really good against Gyro as well. So timing's coming up here for EG, but that kill actually really closed the net worth up a lot.
4K net worth advantage going over to the side of EG.
Middle tower is under attack.
It's strong.
Back off. Over on the side of OG. Reevaluate, probably wanting to wait for the Overgrowth and the Chronosphere to come up when they're ready.
Yeah,
But EG, again, they want that Scotty, but they also have a better skirmishing ability if they find someone who's out of place. In fact, they actually go for the smoke play because they understand that these big cooldowns, or sorry, these big ultimates are now on cooldown. So now's the time to strike and take advantage of how just skirmishy they are.
Yeah, they've got pretty good grab potential. Almost Nacy and Lycan as well, so great auras, lots of damage output.
Look at how they back. They're like, no one is showing on the map here for UG. They've got to be going for the smoke. They go for the scan. Immediately find where they are over in the triangle position.
No-Till trying to break smokes, getting ready to force staff high ground in case anybody gets spotted here. But yeah, just got to play it safe. They know they're still, both teams very much still in the game, but in this exact moment, until they see EG, they're going to be scared. And the upside to EG, summons to push. They don't have to know where they are, they just know they're somewhere. And Sumail going to show on the creep wave.
Does get pinged out by Crit, spending that time in the tree. Positioning very good from OG, actually standing in front. However, they know now that there is a smoke.
Oh, big
The
grab.
shards coming out over on the side though. RTZ, is he going to be able to finish off No-Till? Yes, they are. Global Silence will pop as well. Crit on the back lines with the Monkey King Ultimate. It's going to be the next one to fall. Seb, he's got himself a Ghost Scepter, so he's going to stay alive a little bit longer. The chase is on. Beautiful Chronosphere coming out from Sumail as they're going to be able to hold this bear in place. They'll take down Arteezy. They'll be able to go and take down Ice, and they're waiting super patiently here because they would love to get their hands on Abed. Abed most likely going to fall. Decent amount of damage. They just don't have any more hold to grab Abed.
Great fight for OG there in the end. The tree did die pretty quick, but I caught the top half of the fight. They ended up hitting ice shards on Crit hiding in the trees. He anticipated where he was going to be, and with that vision, Crit couldn't jump away. He has to jump down. Ice shards trapped him in. They are able to kill him right at the start.
Abed trying to go for this dodge. Thompson's just not afraid at all, just runs on into the base. There's no buildings in that bottom part, my friend. You might have to redirect your attention. As Sumail and Seb make their way over to mid. This is looking like they'll be able to get a decent amount of damage, perhaps even take some of these racks too.
And the fact that they were able to Chronosphere on top of both Wolves, especially when BKB was so big. See if they can get too much out of it. Second racks here would be great.
It's trying very hard to try to push them back. They get a couple of these lights, but there's just too much damage coming out from these three. Or rather, too much damage coming out from two, and then of course the support of Seb amplifying that.
Second racks finishes. Really nice for them. Spider legs now on IO as well. That'll be great. More movement speed, and he can get away more safely if he is not tethered to his allies. And that kind of time is what he needs to be survivable against a hero like Ursa. They even unblock the large camp, now knowing that this is our space. We get to control here. But now they get scouted by this wolf as a result. They're going to go in for the fight.
They go for their own smoke play. Crit, though, jumping onto the trees. Abed sliding around. Sumail trying to find the opening. Gets the hit off. Silence over on the side. They'll go turn around on Ice. Poor Arteezy here. He's going to try to chop away over at Thompson. And he's just going to have to run away. He cannot stand toe-to-toe. Abed, though, putting the pressure over on Saksa. It's like they should be able to find this kill.
All right. Not bad for EG. They get 2 kills in the end. Once again.
Ice should be... no. Oh, the missile.
It's doing so much damage. How do they fit so many rockets in a rocket?
Okay, BKB comes out from Sumail. He's going to try to man-fight Crit here. Rest of the team standing nearby. They'll be able to take down the Monkey King. Curse being tossed out by Fly. He's trying to hide over here, trying to use the trees to his advantage. Too much damage. Down the Essence Ring, too. It will get hit. Thompson joining right back in. Chronosphere comes out from Sumail. We'll be able to hold Abed into place. They'll turn around. Seb looking to just get the tether out, but Sumail's doing so much damage to Ice. Even go and they take down the courier, though, on the back lines. Global Science coming again. They're going to try to fight here with Abed. This is not looking good, though, for Sumail. Eventually, he does get slain. And they'll find Seb.
Yo, that was so well played by Ice, actually, because it looked rough for Arteezy. Arteezy on the Ursa. He ran in, he starts killing the IO. IO pops Ghost Scepter. He's like, all right, I got to change targets. Goes for the Gyro. Gyro's running away at pretty good movement speed, and it looked like he wasn't going to be able to get him. But Ice was microing his wolves to guarantee that the Gyrocopter could not get away. Sumail's dive in here, gets the bash, which guarantees Crit's death, and they're thinking, let's get more. This looks great for us. They're chasing after Fly, of course, with the rocket. And the follow-up looks pretty solid, but here's the moment. Ursa jumps in the back line, doesn't get hit by Chrono, goes for Seb, Ghost Scepter gets used. Now he's like, oh, I gotta go kill Thompson. Defusal is used. Watch this, Thompson's about to start getting away, but look at the wolf blocking. It guarantees that Arteezy gets that kill on the carry. He's able to rejoin the fight and help guarantee that Sumail goes down too. Really nicely done by Ice to micro during the chaos of that fight. He knew what the important hero was, and it was killing Thompson.
That opens the door now for EG. They were able to go and procure themselves the Aegis. They put the cheese on Abed, and they're feeling pretty happy right now. I can't tell you, the swings of net worth in these fights are absolutely insane. I think a second ago it was a 1K lead advantage for OG. Now we're up to 11K on the side of Evil Geniuses. So we're getting the entertaining match that we were expecting.
Really are. And that was, I think, a free shard as well. Looks like it went to Ember Spirit, I'm pretty sure, since he's got one now. Not the most commonly purchased, but if it's free, heck yeah, go for it. It's really nice, especially if you throw it on somebody, because it does damage while it flies. It'll interrupt Blink Dagger. So normally where they see the Remnant coming, they're like, get out! Now you don't have to worry about that.
EG taking up residence over in the Dire Jungle. They're just waiting for OG to take a step out of the space. Ice in a very forward position.
It's just really difficult for them to fight into Aegis right now. Plus the cheese, plus the shards. The net worth advantage is getting bigger. Thompson's got a butterfly now, which is really great to have. Ursa's going to struggle killing him now for the rest of the game. Monkey King is going to feel useless against him in a lot of cases, so Thompson's a scary one. Sumail's not too bad either, though, but Scotty, Maelstrom wants to get butterfly, but he's got a lot of time till he gets a new item. Great pushing out the side lanes with the summons, but unfortunately there's a big old black dragon that's going to cut this wave anyways, so... But they do have Rack's advantage on 2 lanes, so that's going to give them a lot of space here.
Some lane shenanigans for sure. EG continuing to farm up over in the jungle, effectively pinning OG into the base except for when they have the relocate. Thompson, though, taking a glance out. RTZ running. They've got the defusal. Has to be careful, though. So there it is. There's a Chronosphere from Sumail. He was very, very patient. They want to try to burst down this Ember Spirit, and it's looked like they're going to be able to do it. They turn right back around again, too, and they'll find the kill. Abed, though, going right back into the fight. Doesn't want to be left behind. Crit over on the side. They drop the Monkey King ulti, and the 4-step over onto No Tail. We'll be able to buy him just a bit more time. Thompson, though, left behind over here on the side. He needs the help from Seb. Does Seb have the heals, though? Is he going to be able to keep him alive? No, he's not, as EG just starts charging over at OG. That's so step by just a bit more time, but the slight forward. Seb will fall. No Tail will fall, too. And Sumail will be forced to run back into his own base, leaving Saksa behind.
They reacted so well to the Chronosphere. Instant ulti from Arteezy.
Oh my goodness. Arteezy just leapt right onto Sumail. He wants blood. He's hungry. He wants this.
He knows. They can pressure, absolutely. It's hard for Sumail to do anything right now. Only 2v5. Good luck fighting this one. They got everything they want. Refresher Orb on cooldown for Ember, but that buyback from Abed was huge. Basically,
they're just going for the finish here.
I mean, they should. There's no buybacks yet. It's a bit of a reveal here.
Bit of a reveal might be a bit of an understatement. Look at the damage. Soxay's trying everything. That snowball. They're going to try to just punch up into the air, but they're just going to get absolutely eradicated. The GG gets called, and Evil Geniuses will take the game number 2.
Massive, excellent game, I gotta say. EG played this one so well.